I'm Rudolph with a red beam, not a red nose. Fuck these rap niggas, man, they wear those and they bitch clothes. I'm 10 toes over the stove, I'm hove. Ass low so many times, a block went gold. Features on the stroll, cops was on patrol. I was on parole, hitting out the hole, hand to hand. Yeah, I had runners, you wouldn't understand. I just let a shit, man, I'm all in. First and the third, I can hear that dope calling. I'm balling like Jimmy in the 850. One eye, best to believe I brought some tones with me. Tough guy, promoters giving change, groupies giving brains, friends acting strange, acting like they gang. But the streets done change, I don't hang with haters. Michael, Mary, and flavors. I'm hip hop savior, yeah, God came to save you, amen. Cop 2 rooms in the day's end. One room to take the place in, the other room just to stay in and lay in. I'm praying that it goes right. Trying to cop 7 Porsches off the Snow White. Off-white hoodie, the work said cook me. I'm more money rich than a boogie.
From where it's all fair and loving wars, nothing more from the door. I'm saying peace to all airs and custom force. I belong on the Mount Rushmore, chef and bars from Baltimore, where niggas is known for snuffing jaws. I'm surrounded by ratchet wearing, criminal acts, or racketeering. Niggas write scrap that's apparent, veins of tobacco. Niggas dream of scheming on cash flow. Spray around at your top like Shane in the afro. Stay on your dame for the demons to grab you. Where I'm from, being seen is a hassle. You'd have thought this shit came in a capsule like Raw Molly. All bodies still come with the tag on the toe. Check the autopsies. Niggas don't wanna take that chance. Raise the splash, leave your face like ASAP yams. Damn, I'm still bodying beats, cause that's the nomenclature. Everything is a go, long as we close the paper. Hater.
Yo, what it do, family? It's your favorite host, MikeOnTheMic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast, tapped on by guys at Ground 3 Radio. DJ OK, man, we back again for another Vibe Style Wednesday and another series of interviews, man. Shout out to each and every one of my listeners tonight. Make sure you take the time to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video, man. We work super hard on all of these videos. We've been away for a little bit of time since the time in Panama, you know what I'm saying? So I need to give y'all some time to get those likes up, and I'm going to give y'all that energy right back. I'm going to give you that love back, you better content, better videos, and we're going to even go crazier for this next year, man. Big shout out to everybody in Panama too, man. Shout out to Nebula Smoke Shop, man. They treated me like a king in there, man. I was out there in a foreign country, didn't know what I was doing, trying to find something, you know what I mean, Lord, you know. And yo was like, I got you. You my guy. He took me under his arm and he was like, yo, I'm gonna show you to the city how we need to be shown. So you know what I'm saying. Big shout out to Nebula. If you stop in Panama, big shout out to them and go and you know, get a little couple things from them. You know what I'm saying. They got 50-cent lighters too. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Oh. So, neither here nor there, man. We back here, Ground 3 Radio, Ground 3 Studios, man. Yours truly, MikeOnTheMic, and I got a super special pair of guests in this building, man. 2 spitters, man. 2 lyrical masterminds, man. People who know their way around a pen. People know their way around a couple bands. You know what I'm saying? People who really spit what they live through. People who really know what they talking about when they're in this rap game, man. I'm telling you, listen, we got some real true spitters in the building, man. We got Mr. Zone 17 and Sector 1's finest in the building, man. J. Royale and NITTI. What up, y'all? Man, the spitters
what it do, you know what I'm saying? We in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir.
Ain't much media and shit, you know what I'm saying? Rapping brands, we we promoting albums, rapping brands.
Little something here and there.
Talking to niggas on the buzz and shit. We in this motherfucker, yo. Thank y'all for having us though, bro.
I appreciate you.
Happy to be up.
For sure, man. And I appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. You know, NITTI, we talked last time. You know, an incredible story. You know, I always talk about that interview because it was like we really did touch on like real important moments in your life that really made you who you are. Yeah, and I think that's, you know, sort of the epitome of what this show is about. Like the epitome of, you know, this platform is to just bring those stories back to really tell the story and piece the puzzle together of what your life was like and that made you who the man you are today. And that a lot of times come through in the lyrics, it come through in the raps. You know what I'm saying? Like people can feel that energy. People know that you really been there when you talk about these things. So it's like I think these are the most important kind of interviews that I get to do where I can really tell the story. And you know, I gotta start from the beginning, like we always do. I gotta jump from the beginning. And since we already kind of sat with you, NITTI, I kind of want to do a little update. You know, since we spoke. I mean, actually, before I get started, you lost your father too. Condolences on losing your father. You know, I didn't get to see you since the passing, and I think, you know, that's such a huge thing, specifically for black men. Like losing a dad is like that's like a different hurt, and I know how that feels. So like, you know, condolences to you. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. And I, you know, I want to give you, you know, give you your flowers and give you your energy, your good positive energy while you're here in front of me, because we need that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. And a couple other updates. I mean, we talked about on the last time we spoke, the Love Jones project, the EP that you were thinking about at the time. It wasn't even a thing yet.
Yeah.
And you talked about how you wanted to roll it out. You talked about how, you know, the project was going to hit the viewers and hit the listeners and how they was going to receive it. And to see that it did exactly what you talked about is just that's dope for me to see. You know what I'm saying? Because we talked about it.
Yeah, it was. First and foremost, man, rest in peace, Big Mike, man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, the Love Jones, them 4 tracks, man. It kind of put me in a different space with the fans.
Yeah.
And then working with Junkie on the Beat, you know, a Canadian producer.
Yeah.
Just him reaching out. What's always been surreal with me is people reaching out to me on platforms and like, here's a beat, do this, and just having the respect enough to think like that I would do it some justice.
Yeah.
But it was it's a very it's a story. It's only 4 joints, and if anybody, you know, to listen to it, you follow the story through man meets woman, woman meets man. You know, they do what they do, and then at the end of it, it's a beautiful separation. So just to be able to do that, because a lot of times in my music, I mainly speak about things from my past, things that I experienced. So sometimes it becomes redundant, and I don't want people to think that I'm pigeonholed into one thing. Like, far as like, I just make music. I work with the art.
Right.
But I talk about what I talk about. It's not a gimmick. It's like it's really my life.
Right.
So to be able to like speak on matters of the heart and stuff like that, and be able to get it off to where it didn't tarnish my brand or make me seem like I was trying to do something different or out the element was a beautiful thing for me.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. You gotta show motherfuckers that versatility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to let them know you ain't a one-trick pony, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Word up. Yeah, that's needed.
I mean, and we also talked about, you know, Return of the Hustle Volume 1. Yeah. You know, when we sat down originally, you know, just how the game lost that energy to hustle. Yeah. You know, and how sort of you was restoring the feeling with these projects, and then you ended up dropping Volume 2, like I think right after, like December of 2023.
Yeah, I was working.
You was locked in.
I was working, man.
Still locked in.
You know, Domo, man. Domo.
Big shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Domo, man. Shout out to Big Lou. Cloud9 Purple, Lil Mark. Shout out to my wife. You already know my
big shout out, wifey.
With all them together and what we was doing, I was able to roll out, you know, them albums, because it was like how we was moving. You know, me and Mo down Miami, Puerto Rico, Atlanta, Texas. We going these different places, and both pushing our brands and being able to like move and hustle. It made the music so easy to do because of different vibes and just saying things, because Return of the Hustle literally was Volume 1 was childhood me, from growing up into, you know, getting you know, incarcerated, then to coming home, and then on Volume 2 I was able to come at it from a grown man perspective with children and the things I've seen, and, you know, different, you know, platforms that I've touched and things like that. So
yeah, for sure. And I'm so glad to hear that, like, that's a conscious thing in your mind, right? Like, it's not like, oh, you put out the projects and then you retroactively realize, like, oh yeah, it was like, you know, it's like you had the intention going into it, which is why I gave you so much respect the first time we sat down, because I'm like, you really do have a lot of intention with the music you drop. Yeah. Like, you have an idea of what you want to create, then you sit down and you put yourself in this sort of position to be able to create that kind of thing, and then it comes out and it's like, you hear it, like, even if you wasn't in the studio with you, right? Like, you can kind of feel those same energies, those same like nuances that you bring to it, and when you talk about it, it's like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I got from this. So I love to hear that that's like an intentional thing. I mean, we got, you know, Royale in here. I mean, I can't, you know, not talk about the Donnie Darko record, right? Like, crazy. By the way, Donnie Darko, one of my favorite movies of all time. By the way, so that I feel like that was sweet.
You put me on to the movie. You put me on to the movie.
Classic.
Checking it out, it's like, yo, I had to incorporate it in the whole thing of it all. You know what I'm saying? From the art, the lyrics, the video was just all dope, man. That shit came together real crazy.
Fire. Man, shout out to Jake Gyllenhaal, man. You made a classic, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for making a classic, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you even keep going. Like I said, you're still locked in, you know, all praise to Lo-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are still giving that, like, that energy.
We got the video, all praise to the Lo-Fi. We got a video coming. The cameraman, this is his birthday month.
Oh, okay.
And he's traveling to Egypt. So shout out to Nye. Shout out to Nye.
Big shout out to Nye.
Yeah. Shout out to Nye. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's my that's
haunting that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we
doing we doing a video for that. It's coming soon. I just wanted that right there. Was another song that I was just like, you know, I heard the track, and I was just like, wow, let's just do something different.
Yeah.
And it felt good. So I was like, we got to get the visuals for it. It really felt good, and I think it meshed together. We gonna do something with it. I'm just working.
Yeah, for sure. That's tough, man. Anytime I hear you talk about the music, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be one of them. And we seen it, you know, from the Love Jones joint to, you know, the Volume 2 to like, you know, I still see that like the words that you speak are true to the music you put out, and that's kind of like a lost art nowadays. People kind of play up the music and then you hear it, it's kind of not it, or like they don't sell it enough and it's actually a hit and they don't know what they got on their hands. I feel like they're very conscious, you know what I'm saying? Especially the company you keep, you know what I'm saying? Like. And I'm so glad that you brought Jay here, because we talked about this, and I'm like, I was like, yo, I've been following your music for some time. You know, I've been following your music too, and we talked about that. But like, I definitely wanted to pick your brain about some of the things that you've not only, you know, spit in your raps, but like, you know, the experiences that led you to be able to rap how you do. And I think that's important. Like East Baltimore born, right? Like Zone 12.
Zone 12.
Shout to Nick the Don. I can't not forget about him, because I think it was like y'all was like next to like Jerry's Tavern, like freestyling, like at a young age, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, bro. Oh Lord, son. Yes, yo, my guy. Nick,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yo, Nick Paco,
C Gutter.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's my childhood right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing just, to me it was big, bro. It was just lights, camera, action. And you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when the night came, it's like niggas ran in the streets.
Let's go.
Just seeing everything that it was a fucking adventure. Yeah. And, you know, just being a young knucklehead and seeing, you know, I felt like it was just part of a young guy's childhood to see this stuff. Yeah, and I mean, you know, ultimately we was all the way fucking wrong.
Yeah,
you
of
know
course.
What I'm saying?
As we all
shit is toxic as fuck growing up, seeing the type of shit that we would see as kids, but you know, the type of images and just, you know what I'm saying, who and how clout was given. You know what I'm saying? And being a young kid, like, okay, this is the man that I have to be to. I have to carry myself to get these type of accolades streetwise, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I say, like, now that I'm raising a son, no, none of that. None of that shit applies. You know what I'm saying? You go to fucking school, get your education,
real shit,
and things of that nature. But yeah, bro, and you know, it kind of was like this was the life of these guys, and you know, when the 40s and the blunts came out, it would turn into the lyricism and the rap and then you know, expressing yourself lyrically about everything that happened that week, or you know, the real shit that, you know, mattered to us at a point in time. And you know what I'm saying, just being able to take just trauma, you know, and make it sound so fucking poetic and dope and vivid, lyrically, and make it rhyme and get the respect of these older guys, you know, with a pen and just with, you know, just brainiac lyrics and shit. it was like, yo, that shit meant the world to me. And, you know, it was at that point in time in my life, it was Little Justin.
Right.
So like, yo, Little Justin nice with that shit. Little Justin, you know what I'm saying? So it was like the beats, the rhymes, you know, we was on the corner of the 8 and the 44, bro, and then the 36. So, you know what I'm saying? It went from there, and then it turned into, you know, Baltimore Street. And, you know what I'm saying, job poor buses dropping motherfuckers off, and, you know what I'm saying, the next to Eldorados at the time.
Oh,
and
man, you reading my notes now.
Walking up and down fucking Baltimore Street looking for something to get into, be it a cipher, alcohol, brass, women.
The vibes
you know what I mean?
outside.
The strip club. And this is as a kid, bro, so it's just like, yo, and it's like, as bad as it was then, I'm so glad that I was exposed to it then, because we'll never get that Baltimore back.
Oh, never.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll never see that type of Baltimore that was really active then. You know what I'm saying? And not even only the climate of the street, but, you know what I'm saying, just the climate of the street. You know what I'm saying? It was not what we were posting on social media, bro.
Right.
And, you know, it's you know, you got certain platforms that, you know, they really get into it vividly, but to have seen it in 4D and 4K, you know what I'm saying, it was very different, bro. So it's just like, man, it's crazy you brought that up.
No, for sure. I mean, that's what I do. I gotta tell you a story, right? You know,
business,
and I think it's important too, cause like you said, it's just Lil Justin. Like, he nice with that shit. Like, you got so many musical influences even at that time, like early. You know, golden era New York, like, you know, Wu-Tang, you got like all the, like, I can name so many people who like were influential at that time to really put in for music, right? And I even think you got inspired like really early. Like, I think you seen the Run DMC Christmas and Holiday special. Like, I think like you saw it and you wanted to be that. You wanted to be that.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. And it's like, yo, I saw that, bro. And it's like, nah, bro, like, this is what I have to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, it's my life. You know what I mean? It is Christmas time in the ghetto. You know what I mean? In the hood. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get what the fuck I wanted. But I'm cherishing what I did get. You know what I'm saying? And the new tennis, the Adidas, the Chavez, the niggas look like me. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about what I witnessed outside of my home. So it's just like, you know, just rhyming, bro. And then the lunch tables. At one point in time, everybody was rhyming. Bro.
Everybody.
Whether or not you could, whether or not you was lyrical with it. You had the Tupac rap niggas, you know what I mean? And I see my enemy, it's like, oh, nigga, right. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your Wu-Tang niggas, the lyrical, spiritual, like, oh, you got that for RZA, you know what I'm saying?
Right, real shit.
We understood, bro, but it was a communal language, like, oh, all right. I can hear niggas rhyming in the street and just understand, like, oh yeah, I listen to that album.
Right,
I get it. I get the language that you're trying to, you know, you talk with. So it was just like, bro, it was an amazing time, like I say, bro, and you know,
hell yeah,
Run DMC, man, and then the lyricism, and you know, my brother he had moved to Staten Island, so it's just like I saw the ferry live, and then I had family in New York, so now it's back and York, and it's just like I'm in the Mecca. I get to see the subway, and the street.
Real.
Oh my god, bro!
A huge burner on the side of the subway, like And
at one point in time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to, cause I can.
No, please, That's why we're here.
At one point in time, with you know, the artists that I looked up to, that was, you know, the Scar Akbars and the Bossmans and, you know, Sons of Seven, that was, you know what I'm saying, it was spray painted around Baltimore City. You know, Rod Backlund, you know. You know, it was kind of like the promised land was New York hip hop. So if you were from Baltimore and you could rap your way into
that
New York,
that's different.
It's like, wow, that's upper echelon.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Boss Man being seen with Static Selector,
crazy,
and Jermaine Dupri and Scar Akbar spazzing on Onyx and Sedonia.
Crazy.
And, you know, the Boss Man having a fucking van and shit. It's just like, yo, I have to rap that good. to cross the water.
So
it to me, the New York 90s lyricism is like I have to rhyme my way out of Baltimore City into New York, and the golden era of the metaphors, because you had like hip hop was divided between like you had your pop niggas, like I said, you had your Biggie niggas, you know what I mean, and then everything that came with the Biggie niggas,
right.
Biggie, and then you had the Mobb Deeps, and then the Wu-Tangs, and you had fucking Pac, then you had Master P's, and 3-6, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it was kind of divided, but it was all hip hop. So it was all hip hop pot of oh, you like them niggas, you like them niggas, right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I set goals, bro. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm one of them niggas. So it's like I really gotta put it together the correct way to get from here
to there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
for
like,
sure.
Yeah, bro.
For sure. And that's important too. What's up, Swift? Big shout out to Swift AK. You can come resident producer in the building, you know what I'm saying? Produce some of the craziest hits in Baltimore. Big shout out to Swift AK.
I love it here, bro. It's like Shredder's Land.
Real shit.
The turtle movie, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
You don't know which turtle you're gonna get, but you know they kill shit, right? But I mean, and that's important to say too, right? Because early on, having these influences and seeing these people and seeing these, incredible moments in the city, it was like it put a battery in your back to really be better. And that's important because like everybody who knows your story knows the steps that it took to get to the level that you are today. Like, you're not the same rapper you was when you first started rapping. Like you had to build that, and it took a lot of like boot camps. Like big shout out if anybody knows Gritty Gang. Big shout out to Gritty Gang. I gotta say shout out to Damon Blue, Jay Supreme, O-Gun, C Notes, KB, Q Gutter, all of them, everybody. But big, especially big shout out to Sonny Reds. Wow. The reason why I say Sonny Reds is because like he actually believed in you. Like when you said you could rap, he brought you to like the first. Like some of the first shows he was performing at, and I think once you told him that you could rap, like I think that Sunday he booked a studio session, and like you was there, like, and I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I can go for a while, like
business, bro, you on your shit, son.
I think when you recorded, you ended up doing the Big L Ebonics freestyle,
and the video,
and
a video came out of it, you know what I'm saying, and you're absolutely correct, bro. He was Sonny Riz was he was running with them, and he had ties. Rest in peace, my nigga Twig, man. He was friends. He was friends with and Twig was like the super OG, bro. So Sonny was like he was close to Twig, and he was really like making his rounds with the rap. Right. It's like after so long of me just trying to impress everybody with the cypher shit, he was like, nah, bro, you need to meet bro and see what, because it's like the Gritty Gang was kind of like I wouldn't say recruiting, but they had a semi buzz, as you know what I'm saying, like an underground rap crew, you know what I'm saying. So he introduced me to Ogun, like I knew about Ogun. But he actually got me in the room and shaking hands with the guy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So from there, it's like I kept quiet. I just wanted to be kind of like around. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh wow, I'm living my rap life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I would see I met Keith Murray and
Keith Murray show.
Yeah, it was the Keith Murray show, and C Notes was on the card. And I was there, and the shit was crazy. I met Keith Murray because they were backstage.
Yeah.
And Keith Murray, shook niggas' hands. He was like, "Hey, yo, she ain't killing shit tonight, yo." It was just an amazing time. But Ogun didn't know that I had rhymes, so I pulled him up one day. I was like, "Hey, well, I do that shit too."
Right.
Like, let me hear something. And then the motherfucking Ebonics joint, and he was like, "Nah, son. Finish that rhyme, bro."
Yeah.
He said, "Nah, finish that," because I was playing with it. But you know what I'm saying? Finish that shit.
Still then, crazy to this day,
bro. And some guys on Q Records, they had pulled me up. Big shout out to them. And man, it just, that's when I felt in my heart like, yo, I'm doing this shit like for real now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no longer just scrap scrap 8 bars and 10 bars here.
Right.
Now I gotta really give them
really
well-rounded verses,
Right,
and
yeah.
I really gotta complete what I had started and kept setting down. So it's like now I gotta really like adhere to everything. Like to me, it's like I could really become what I've been dreaming about.
What you've been dreaming
You
of.
know what I'm saying? And at that time it was like they was the gods of the shit. So it was like moving around with them and then turning into, doing music amongst them. It turned me into like the Ralph Tresvant. Niggas would leave the studio and I'm locked in.
Right,
You know what I'm
still
saying?
there, yeah.
I'm coming in that bitch first thing, and then I'm the last one leaving the fucking studio.
Yeah,
So it's like,
real
the
shit.
passion was there, bro. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm like, this style, man. Like,
My God.
I
didn't say
it.
I
I
didn't
love
say
that shit. Yo, hey, this
Hey,
is
man.
crazy. That's crazy.
And, it's
That's insane.
it's so crazy. I mean, you even mentioned sort of like asking for this. I think you even prayed to be like an artist, right? Like you prayed to do it, and it's so funny how God works, right? Like He works in mysterious ways, and I think even early on you were invested in like rap. I think it was Grand Poobah to What's the 411 record. I think he was writing that
I
out
wrote this shit, bro.
just to like
I wrote
get it
the
right,
lyrics.
just to make sure it was right.
Exactly, bro. Me and my brother was right, it's like, he was like, you keep fucking up. He said, you keep fucking up.
Write it down.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck, I'm poop up in this shit. Oh my God. When I see a rugged joint, I won't let it pass me. Take no shorts, let sucker step. Oh my God. So it's like, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna fuck up no more. So I wrote this shit down, and then that was cassette tape, that era. When you put the little shits in the joints and you record over whatever was on that cassette tape. You can turn that shit into your own.
Didn't matter.
So now oh man, I love this. So now I'm so embedded into it that it's just like, all right, boom. This is when Rap City came on at 11 o'clock p.m. And it would stay on for 2 hours.
Yeah, bro. If you know, you know.
Joe Claire would do East Coast, and Big Lads would do the West Coast. Every East Coast.
Big Lads.
Them titties, nigga. Yeah, respect. But nigga, I'm recording them shits.
Yeah.
So it's like, nigga, throughout the day,
right,
I'm getting my Rap City shit in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to hear my favorite shits. And that's the first time I seen Biggie, and you know what I'm saying? Everything. So it's like, I'm making my own. I'm using the cadence, but with my own lyrics. So it's like, all right, I'm Grand Poobah now.
Right, that's me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm saying my own shit.
Right.
So now, it's like I got a formula.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sticking to my formula, because it's like now I'm outside, passing drinks. I'm doing the Grand Poobah shit, but we making fun of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Talking about motherfuckers walking up and down the street, but it's a melody.
Right.
It's a cadence. This is songwriting 101. You remember the movie Tap, where he's like, you hear the dum.
Right.
I got the tap that shit. So it's like, nigga, I'm making fun of shit. I'm talking about street shit, but in the Grand Poobah cadence. So now I'm playing with cadences. You know what I mean? And then the Biggie shit, and then Onyx shits, and then everything that would come out that niggas was talking like the climate of the streets. Nigga, not only was like that's when Mob declared Macaulay Lyman the drink. That was our drink, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If the drink was popular in rap, it was popular with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what we drinking. That's the shit we talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just was like everything was applied to a verse or a bar or rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's where I was at, bro.
P was very Mob Deep definitely
Shout out Have,
man. My man was just talking about that how it changed our life.
Yeah.
The way we dress.
Yep.
And especially me, for as like my influence has always been like Prodigy, for us like when Jay was talking about the cadences and stuff like that. Like I always like felt that was like my spirit animal. He was just fly, man. It was just different how he delivered and how he paint the pictures, and I was like, yo, I wanna do that. Right there.
Just to piggy off that too though, it's like when when niggas like when the rap giants tried to bully niggas, they stood up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
the only
Because
ones.
when you had Jay on his flashy shit, and then Snoop and them started kicking over the buildings, and then Mobb Deep, it's like out of nowhere they like, nigga, they kicking over our buildings. We gotta stand up for what they making seem cool.
Exactly.
But at the time, West Coast hip hop had it. Niggas here was wearing flannels, khakis, and chuckers, bro.
Real shit.
Yeah.
So it's like we was in the West Coast.
Yeah.
Without dress. So here's the mob. And they was on, Big Tims and shit with motherfucking, Wu Camp and Scullies and Bubble Downs and shit. So it's like Columbia jackets and Columbia whole outfits and shit with the chuckers so it could look like real slicker shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like once I declared them niggas standing up and like they did the New York shit. It's like them niggas won. They talk like that. You know what I mean? Like I was biased and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was all my shit. Like and then even that what's the Biggie shit? I got 7 Mac 11. Pop shit. I'm like, Biggie killed that. And to me, he did. Like I still stand on that just because it was more theatrical. It was more, animated. But he brought you back home. You seen it, and it's like with Pop. Don't get into it. It was pain.
It was real. It was real trauma. Yeah.
We spitting that pain, but Biggie, you could like now that we have reels and shit. He could throw it out there and you would see the real no matter what.
Literally, yeah.
And that's why he coined the Alpha Hitchcock, the hip hop shit, because he was doing reels before Instagram even fucking existed, bro.
We didn't even have a name for it for real.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I got the weed spot. I shot Dread in the head, took this rat in the leg spread. Little guy, and it's like, oh shit. He started here with the rhyme.
Yeah.
Nigga. Then he took us to 7 Mac 11s, about 838, and it's like in your mind, it's like, yo, who the fuck is carrying all the guns? But then it's just like the shit coming together the way it's laughable, it's comical, it's witty.
Really?
And it's like, my nigga, he's describing himself going to war, and no matter how you take it, it's like that was some fly, slick, witty shit to fucking say.
Slick shit for sure.
Opposed to, you know what I'm saying, Pac spitting his thugged out shit. Yeah. And it's like, that's dope too.
Exactly.
Give me another one of those though.
I need one of them.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
The way it's like around is like a roller coaster ride. And that's when I'm like, nah, I gotta do that, bro. I gotta. A bar has to be funny. A bar has to be adventurous.
Facts.
Then you know what I mean? It gotta a witty, a metaphor. I gotta take niggas everywhere within these 16 bars.
Exactly.
In order for you to get that rewind factor.
Exactly.
So it's like amongst all these niggas that wanna be that.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I wanna be heard. So it's like, nah, watch out, nah, who that nigga?
Bar.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like, with the movies that was coming out, what was it? The Show and Rhyme and Reason, when, they let meth rhyme. And it's like when meth rhyme, that shit blew my fucking mind, bro.
Yeah.
The Skywalker, only if you can understand it, this Skywalker, that be leaping over planets. Man, I'm sitting there like, this nigga is leaping over planets. And Timberlands and the Scully, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like the lyrical niggas that was around me was that crazy ass, like the streets like Zeus and Tim Boots. I'm like,
it blew my mind.
I gotta say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And still be street. And still bring it home to the hard concrete where we at. We still on the bus stop.
Right, real shit.
Niggas still selling grass.
Right.
Niggas still selling drugs and shit. You know what I mean? Like, kick that rhyme and get hitting cells and shit. And I'm sitting there like, yo, this is a world. Yeah. And no, my parents never. My mom's, she didn't understand it. Yeah. My family didn't. I'd be sitting in school like, yo, I'm not supposed to be here, bro. Yeah. I'm really supposed to be with the Wu-Tang Clan. Right. I'm supposed to be next to Shaheen.
Exactly.
With the nappy heads. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts. I mean, but that's so important. Like, all of these important stories matter to the story. Like, not just yours, to NITTI.
Yeah,
like, because these individual like pieces of your influences really shape how you even view the world, let alone how you present yourself to the world once you view it that way. Right? Like, and even I'm just thinking about like all the things that like are influential. Like, even like you talk about the fashion, you know what I'm saying? Like, even some of my earliest research of you know what I'm saying? You got like the vintage low on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really
Han Solo and vintage polo.
you know what I'm saying? Real life, like I'm not making this up. If you do the knowledge, nigga, like, you need to know. You know what I'm saying? In real life, but that's so hip hop. Like the fashion is hip hop. Like, if you go 2 stories down NITTI's page, like, you see him like putting the fashion together, and I can tell that like that comes from like this long line of influences that really shaped how you understand fashion today, right? And
low heads to ask me my low head.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, like, because I know that y'all was outside seeing kids getting, like, you know, beat up for the North Face jackets and the vintage low. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me about how, you know, because I do want to pick your brains about this. I am really curious about this. Like, how does fashion fit into your careers as, like, artists? Like, do you put that as, like, one of the more important things in terms of how you come off to your audience, your fans?
Of course.
I definitely, my thing is, I talk about this with my kids. Me and Jay, we always talk about everybody. So shout out to Ray Sos.
Big shout out Ray Sos.
Man, Sos always be like, man, you know, Sos always call me Fly God, right? You know, that's what it's been
Fly
like.
God.
Yeah. But every, like, far as like every, you know, and it don't. I always tell people, like, you know, the man make the clothes don't make the man.
Talk your shit.
So I got pieces from City Trends. I got pieces from Bloomingdale's. I got pieces from Saks. I got pieces from Macy's. I got pieces from Goodwill. I got stuff from what's the other? I got stuff from Shoppers World. I got stuff from Foreman Mills. I got you know, I could take it back all with Ross, Target, TJ Maxx. I mix, I mix and blend. I definitely mix match designers. I can go low end, I can go high end. It's just like whatever I feel as though like the pieces, how they mesh together. But definitely far as being an artist, I definitely feel as though that the fashion speaks volumes. I try to make sure that I'm always up to par, you know, with things that I like. And I love, I just, and right now I actually love what the younger generation is doing with fashion. And how they're going back to 93 to 95 with the oversized, you know, the oversized clothes, and, you know, and that whole early hip hop aesthetic. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, we always talk like, man, Jay, we shoot like I might shoot Jay a text like some pieces like, yo, this, you know what I'm saying?
I can only imagine what the DMs look like. Oh, I found this like old school, like low jacket.
The fashion talk take over some business shit. You know what I mean? We can start with the business and then just go off into some shit. But just to piggyback off of what he was saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I'm stuck in the 90s, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, at one point in time, we would see like, bro, like the Agassiz when they was dropping, you know, certain Jordans we couldn't touch, bro. Just like, you know what I mean? Just to take it the Reebok pumps.
Oh my God.
I remember when they dropped the LA Tex. We couldn't get them. They made the news. Niggas was getting robbed for their shit as kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you grow up, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, you know nothing. Like, not anybody in particular, but it's like, yo, you don't even know the time of the streets when this came out.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like flight jackets and shit like that. You know what I mean? It was like yo, that Raiders jacket ran the world at one point in time, bro. Niggas don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? So the Duke shits, Coach K, you know what I'm saying? That shit was big.
Hell yeah.
Shit was big time shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a stuck in the 90s nigga, so it's just like, you know, like vintage everything, you know, just mentally, it's like the kids now, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, you know, everybody, you know what I mean? Because it's like you say, I love what they doing with it, but it's just like living it and seeing it, you know what I mean, in real time. It's like, bro, I remember when this shit dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
just like, you know, it's like we'll watch the biopics.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, yo, let's the Biggie joint for, you know, it's like they went into the Pac shit, but it was so many other little semi beefs that only the streets they was beefing with.
You had to be there to know.
With the Wu.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And we knew that.
Right.
But it's just like watching. It's just like learning your street smarts from YouTube.
Right.
You're like, nah, bro. There's a lot that you don't know just from the images.
Right.
We was outside, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, I remember I got my with the LA Tech shit.
Yeah.
I got my hands on the light. Yeah. And that's all the fuck I could really fuck with. My mother was like, nah, I'm not buying them shits. Niggas getting robbed for them. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not spending $200 for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you can take it in.
Yeah, you can take it in, and then I had the light. So it's like, shit, that's the closest to who I was going to get with that. Until I got started making my own money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I can cop my little low. I could remind niggas of where I was at when it came out, like, and a nigga like NITTI that know, you know what I mean? It's like, I see what you did there.
Right.
At least say shit came back out. Sergio Tachini shit is coming back out. It's like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas, you know, they thinking that, like, the kids think it's just falling out of the sky. And it's like, nah, niggas.
Circle back around.
Ran the streets at one point in time, called canards and all that shit. You know what I mean? You know, even though some of that stuff is not coming back out. But it can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it could.
And like New York, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they really rocking that shit.
Yeah, really.
You know what I'm saying? Like they go thrifting. And get shit. You know, pieces from everywhere. Like my man say, you know, it could be a piece from there, but the way you slap that shit and you know, make it happen, it's like, oh,
I got some FUBU joints I just recently got.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. I remember Fever started bubbling.
Yeah, I got some. It was Foreman Mills. I seen the joints.
I just shot it.
Yeah. So like, and that's the thing we was talking about so far. It's like that whole joint, the whole Walmart, the Avius, the Walmart joint, that everybody doing right now.
Like A6 was a no-no at one
time,
bro. And
that was like that's cool. Yeah. But the high top Avius, the was the 8800s.
Yeah.
The 8800s.
Yeah.
They the joints that we remember. That you know what I mean. Yeah. That's the fly. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a pair of 8800s at Walmart for $19.99. You gotta go online. Them joints definitely gonna be like $150, $200 right now.
Right.
Like now.
So how you used to have to search for your hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You stand.
That's a fact.
Once you heard of cannabis, you had to find that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once you heard Sons of Men, you had to find these niggas, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't have albums out. It was radio interviews like this and crazy.
You had to record this shit.
I remember I first got my hands on a fucking iPod, bro. I lost my mom.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
10,000 songs.
Right, MP3 player. I'm like, oh my God, yo.
The iPod was
because I was carrying around the CD player that was big as shit, so it wouldn't skip. You know what I'm saying? The 3 CDs or something. I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that. A nigga in, I was going to Lincoln Tech, and a nigga had that shit, and I was like, nah, I gotta gank that. I was just watching Yo Wild with this shit, and I was like, yeah, I had to gank that. I did. I'm not clicking for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what to do with it. I'm listening to his music.
Right, listen to
it. You know what I mean? I didn't even know how to really fuck with it until I had it for a little bit. But
shout to that guy.
Yeah.
Whoever you are.
We got you back in, buddy.
I needed that, bro.
Come to one of the shows.
I'm like 10 more right now, bro. I really owe yo. I owe him for that. Because it was like, bro, you can run with that shit, y'all.
Right.
Shit. Nigga, you can move around, bro. Get lost in the music, bro. And this when I was like heavy on the back of the bus, on the 8 and the 23, the 44, the 36. I'm on the back of this shit zoning out with, you know, the best of Royce the 5'9" and Eminem freestyles and shit.
Real shit.
When they first came out and like Sons of Men, like I say,
crazy
cannabis shit. This before niggas even knew what cannabis looked like.
Yeah,
that's the lost. That's the lost part. I think not to cut your knowledge, Jay. I think streaming, right? took a lot away. Streaming and social media took a lot away from artists.
They did, yeah.
And this
it helped too, though.
And this it helped. But I'm gonna say this with me personally.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite artists growing up, I didn't need to see them on social media.
Yeah, still to this day.
To this day.
Yeah.
Like, I always talk about this. I don't follow celebrities.
Yeah.
Right? And it's this not no shade. I don't follow celebrities, and I don't scroll the explore page. If I follow people, like when I get on Instagram, I post, I maybe scroll a little bit, because it's like that world is like it's fake to me.
Yeah,
It
is.
And especially and I'm saying that like far as like being able to do this, being able to go down Sounds of Baltimore, get a physical copy.
Yeah.
Read the inserts, the producers.
Yeah.
It's a lost art. The
It
kids are never, cracking open a vinyl or a tape.
Yeah.
Like, they not going to get that.
Yeah.
That's what made the music more important.
Yeah.
And then also stand like, this is cool. Doing the interviews and stuff like that, but I don't need to see Busta Rhymes cooking scrambled eggs
Yeah.
on my phone.
Literally.
Shout out to Bust. I just don't.
Big shout out to Bust.
I just don't. So it's like,
because it merged the worlds, bro.
And when I'm gonna tell you, far as like with me and bro, like far as me and him, I already knew with me and him linking up. He taught me a lot of things, far as like do's and don'ts. When I move, like I already know. I know how I rap. I know how I make the music. I know how to select the beats. Yeah. But how I've been moving for the last like 18 months is now it's just like when I pop out, is when you see something, it's gonna be for the video. It's gonna be for the music we doing. Yeah. Because everything else, it don't even really matter for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what we working on, what we doing, is trying to bring back a feeling that was lost. And shout out to everybody, and not taking up from anybody, but what we're doing, first and foremost, we give bro his flowers. What he has done, nobody in the city has done.
Facts.
Shout out to
Facts.
Shout out to all the forefathers of the city. I love y'all and I respect y'all, right? All of them. I don't gotta name names, but everybody that came before. Yeah. What my man did, for us, the artists he worked with, the plateaus, the things that we, that he has done, the things that we have seen, and then that's why I said it was an honor for us, like me, how we connected, was like crazy. It was like 6 degrees of separation. And then to be the story was like crazy. And then we just linked. So for us to come from that, and then because I was, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you this, me and Mo was down, down, I think we was down Miami. And I was listening to, I had the YouTube going. We down there, and this is back when I was before my sober days. We down there. I'm sober now. I'm 100% sober. I'm down there, yo, we drinking, off the shrooms. That's how we made Prince Ahmed. Shout out to Prince Ahmed. Yo, I'm off the shrooms, I'm drinking, we smoking. It's going crazy, right? Yeah. I'm listening to Conway joint. Conway joint go off, couple Griselda joints come on, then Paul Pork come on.
Yeah.
J joint.
Yeah.
So I told bro I didn't know. I was out the loop because I really don't I really don't follow Baltimore hip hop like that. Yeah. I got nephews that rap. I listen to their music, just to support them. But I don't follow Baltimore hip hop, and it's nothing against nobody else. It's just that it just don't resonate with me. You know what I'm saying, personally. Sure. I hear the joint. I go down the rabbit hole. I'm like, yo, nice. Then find out he from Baltimore. the Ivory Stoop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this nigga from my city, boom, boom, boom. So I'm bumping this joint. So I get an order. It was like a special order, like, yeah, you know, I want to do something for my friend. You know what I'm saying? You know, I cook too. So we get I got you, bro.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, so we get the order. My man pull up. I'm looking at this nigga like, yo, like,
I know you from somewhere.
I'm like,
You a little kid.
I'm just
listening to your shit, bro.
Yeah, so it was like, you know what I mean, like we connected, you know, I met him, you know what I mean, and as a man, it's like, and this is another problem too, falls without city. I was man enough to tell him like, yo, because he was like, nah, I say, nah, yo, listen, I like your shit, bro. I'm a fan of it. And he was like, nah, you a supporter. I was like, nah, I'm a fan of the music, bro. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, it's not derogatory to me where it's coming from, because nobody what made me like really tap into J music. I was like, yo, nobody doing this.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm like, nobody doing this and putting it together the way that he putting it together and painting the pictures in my mind. And then I'm like, far as me as an artist, how I try to articulate and come off with the music, I felt the same. I'm like, damn, yo, this is a plateau that I'm trying to reach. Right? So I'm like, yo, it's the same thing. Like, far as I was in the streets, yo, if I know, you know what I'm saying, I was never a person like, if I know they got, if they got this up here, you know what I'm saying, that joint on the 10, yo, I'm gonna cut in, yo, like, yo, what's good? Shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, like, I'm a good, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a good soldier. I'm like, yo, I'm a good soldier, yo. Like, far as like, yo, tap in with me, you know what I mean? We move, and we move, and we got joints. We got joints not even released. We working on a joint. We working on this joint, Mo Green. It's gonna be crazy. Anybody, if you know about Godfather, yeah. So like, we working on this Mo Green joint, yo.
Exclusive. It's an exclusive.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy. Got Grams on that. Shout out to God Grams
for sure.
My God, man.
For sure.
Yeah. So that right there, it just need to be spoke on for us. Like, we respect what everybody doing.
Always have.
And it's all love. Yeah. No negative energy, all positive energy.
Yeah.
But what we doing and what we plan on doing is totally different.
I swear to God.
The plateaus is going to be different. The features is going to be different.
It's the way we going about it. It's just all together, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, just to piggy off what, you know, my man talking about, it's just, you know, I never jumped out there on some, like, I never looked at anybody as a fan. I could in turn become your fan. And that's how I looked at it, like, yo, call yourself a supporter. Because being from Baltimore, a fan was looked at like, nigga, my fan, nigga, you been on my nigga, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really wanted to change the narrative a little bit on some shit like, you know what I mean, call me a supporter, because I can support you at my lowest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? When after the album drop and I'm working, you could be up. Right. So that I can support whatever it is you doing on the flip side. So it's like that. But you know, I really paid, like, I'm such a hip hop head that it's like I pay attention to all of the Baltimore artists, all of artists anywhere, and it's just like, you know, how can I change, you know, the perspective of the Baltimore artists? And it's like, yo, respect due to the ones we know. We know them and they run shit, they do great. Of course, you know what I mean? But when it comes to underground hip hop, I wanted to learn from the mistakes that I saw in my, you know, and the higher ups, I'll say, and what they weren't doing. And it was like gatekeeping, and you know, just the way that they carried their success, the move making. It was like, nah, yo, we gotta do that shit different, because still it's being heard and being looked at in a minor way, but we gotta change the narrative the way it's though.
That's the number one thing. I gotta speak on that. Not to cut you off, but I gotta speak on that. Bro block none of my blessings.
Ever. And I never will, bro.
Right?
Fire.
I didn't dig. I'm not gonna say no names, but the people that know, I will say this though, because y'all know who y'all are.
Yeah.
I did songs with cats in the city.
Yeah.
Right? And it might have been, not saying that, you know, I'm not gonna say that I had the best verse on the songs or nothing like that. Yo, I did music with cats, bro, that people know, and it gets scrapped. Like far as like my verse get taken off, and you know what I'm saying, and things like that. It just never played out.
Focusing on all the wrong things. On the totem pole,
and stuff like that.
Lyricism,
and I want to say, and I gotta say this too while I'm on this. Shout out to Woe KP and Holy Shalom.
Shout out to Woe KP and Holy Shalom.
Man, for allowing me, for allowing me, you know, to get my verse off, man, on Sick of You Dummies. You know what I mean? Because it was like, Jay the only one to show me that love outside of Big Lou, you know, and you know, that's pretty much it. Like far as like, you know, so him being comfortable enough, and that just shows, and this just shows far as like, I'm big on character. It shows the character of a man the way it's like, yo, let bro do his thing. He didn't did he didn't did shows. I come out to support the show, not even on the you know, on the bill, not even on the bill, and like, bro, you want to get your thing off and
talk your shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
And let me, let me get on stage, you know what I'm saying, do my thing, perform and stuff like that.
That's tough,
People not doing that, bro. They not.
The only time a dog gonna nip at your motherfucking hand when you play with his food from not feeding that guy. So if I let a hungry nigga eat, you know what I'm saying, and then, you know what I mean, it's like, all right, boom, you like that fish, let me teach you how to fish.
Real shit.
Let me show you, let me try to be something, let me try to be as impactful as the niggas that didn't do that for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like the hurdles that I had to climb, and then it's just like, all right, yo, you wait. You sit right here on the back burner and let us do it how we know to do it. It's like, I've been through that my whole would-be rap career. So it's like, nah, bro, I believe in you.
Right.
Go. Go. And once we had that thing that we were looking for, now it's time to work that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it out there and make sure motherfuckers know that a hungry nigga has gotten into the booth. And there's more where that comes from. You know what I mean? I'm not going to keep a hungry nigga. The popular guy first. And it be trash.
Right.
And then it's then the guy with the money behind him. Alright, I get it. But then y'all niggas got a whole bunch of money. I don't even know how to fucking work the money. You know what I mean? Alright, get him out of here. Alright, now that we down and out, fucked all of the money up. What was you saying again? Like, yo, fuck you niggas. You know what I mean? Let me get out here and do this shit on my own. And let me get, I want to surround myself with like-minded people that's hungry, that just want to rap. And I'm gonna take what I know to get your rhymes out there and get you, and make money the last thing you think about, but invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that way you might be able to see a pretty penny. You don't want to be hustling for a nigga all your life. Buy your own shit, nigga, and get out if you gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at a certain point in time, it's like, nigga, cause it's like I keep on coming back buying ounces. They short, they missing the brand. You already got it weighed out back. What the fuck am I doing? Nigga? Let me buy my own shit and do what the fuck I want with it. You know what I'm saying? Because around my way, alright, I know what they want. You doing it your way, and then I gotta take this trash that they calling me names. Nigga. So it's like, alright, boom. I'm rounding up niggas who I believe in. I'm trying to, alright, all I need you to do. Stay in that booth and stay in that motherfucking notepad. Say you want to rhyme. I want you to write that shit. I want you to create your brand. And niggas, social media. Stay off social media unless you promoting your brand. There's niggas that's out here using it for therapy.
For dumb shit.
To post the bullshit. Wow, I'm nicer than these niggas. Everything that don't mean a fucking
nothing.
That don't mean shit. Nigga, when you see me on the internet, nigga, it's a video attached.
It's work.
It's some work we put in attached. It's some accolades that somebody else gave us. I'm not saying I'm nice.
Right,
but such and such for what you told, that shit that we dropped is out of this world.
Facts.
Nigga, so if I can convince somebody that our shit is hot, that's where we gonna go and keep on convincing them niggas we got more.
Yeah.
You feel me?
A lot
like,
more.
it's crazy, bro, because
roll out. We got
the resources. And it's just like, you know, to pick you up what he was saying earlier, it's just like, you know, like when not following, you know, celebrities and all that, because it's like now we're amongst them. And it's like, it's a hurtful feeling to see somebody looked up to so long. Be something that we don't even expect where we from. Man, this nigga in real life is a clown. Outside of the booth, like you see how he conduct himself. I don't want to associate myself with that. But what we can do is get him on the joint. Get that and then, you know what I mean? Sell that shit to the people. Wash them on the motherfucking track. It's a business, bro. Exactly. Smoke or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a way to do things. It's a time and place. And, you know, investing in yourself and really standing on business for what you believe in. And that's what we've been doing here with NITTI. Like I say, my man Grams, my man Sos. I got a young kid named Aníbal.
Shout out to Aníbal.
And, you know, it's
crazy
like,
producer.
Yes. Bro, everybody is hungry in their own right. You know what I'm saying? I got a hard nigga that's hungry. All right, come on, just tell me what to do. Tell me what to go. Nigga, all right, what's the next beat? What's the next move? Tell me when to get in there. I laid my verse waiting on you niggas. Verse, it's an assembly line. It's work. You feel what I'm saying? The niggas that show up to work is getting paid overtime.
Facts.
The niggas that don't show up is on social media crying that they not that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we see it. We see it. And that's you know, I ain't gonna say that's been a problem in the city, because I really, you know, I've always paid attention to the mistakes I felt was being made. And I said, nah, yo, don't go that way, go that way, bro. I mean, if something happened to you over West Baltimore, it's like, what you even doing over West? You from over East, what the fuck is you even doing over there? You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's go this way.
That's ahead of you already.
Let's do what we supposed to be here bagging up this shit and getting this shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
I mean, and that's man. There's so many things I can say about that. Like
I love it.
It kind of speaks to just the character, like you mentioned, right? Like it goes back to like all of these moments that you grew up on that taught you how to be like a real man. It taught you how to like respect the craft. It taught you how to love the thing that you do, to really put real work into it, to really put your best foot forward, to not make the same mistakes. Like all of these is like learning lessons that you had to knock your head first to learn as a kid. And now as a man, like it's in your DNA, right? And like, you know, even the music, like we talk about, even the music has an influence on you, like how these cats up here who are working super hard at the highest level, like I need to work that hard, right? You know, we talked about that, you know, talk about your musical influences early, like and forcing you to like really put your best foot forward in the raps. You know, even like you, I gotta mention like I gotta shout out to Andrew, by the way, who was the beatboxer while you was spitting in front of OG Crazy Johns. You know what I'm saying? Like the OG Crazy Johns.
My man Drew used to do that.
You know what I'm saying? But and y'all would flip vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
We were flipping back and forth.
And that's these moments matter. Like I always say this when I have an interview, because like to me it's obvious. Like I can see your story and I see the puzzle pieces that made you into the portrait, right? Like, but to me these are so like these individual micro moments that you didn't even think about mattered. You know, when you was like 25. You know, like. Though that individual moment like stayed with you whether you knew it or not, because it really set the path for where you are today, right? You know what I'm saying? We talked about even projects, like all these projects are like just manifestations of the work you put in and the lessons you learn, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many things I could talk about, but I gotta we gonna keep going at the timeline for sure.
It's a rapper named Keys. Shout out to Keys, man.
Shout out
from Baltimore.
Big shout out to Keys.
A Baltimore staple was when she took a shot at Nicki Minaj.
I remember that.
And it was a crazy situation, right?
What?
After that rhyme, her whole team scrambled and said, "Well, what's next?
What's next?
What's next?" And they didn't have nothing next. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at that and I said, "Nah, bro, you always gotta have that thing to promote." You know what I mean? So then, now it's kind of like, the I'm nice rapper, they got the viral freestyle.
Right, that's a fact.
But it takes them 6 months to write it. You know?
They don't see that.
And they don't see that.
They don't see that.
So my thing is, bro, we flooding. If we flooding the game with banger after
Banger
banger.
after banger, yeah.
It's gonna take them niggas 6 months to even say that they nice.
I'm here in 2 weeks.
It take them half of a year to put together that dope freestyle.
Yeah.
Nigga, by that time, we done put out albums, bro, of shit that you can hate on, love on, criticize.
Classic shit.
I mean, by, you know,
Yeah.
get influenced by all that rhyme that you writing. It's taking you so fucking long to write, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hey, yo, I really be trying to convince my niggas, like, yo, social media is not the place to be broadcasting or, you know, getting braggadocious. It's your timeline. You know what I mean? Oh shit, yo, that shit was hard, yo, but that other shit, that barbershop's up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
it's like, yo, that freestyle is crickets now.
Yeah.
That was a year ago you did.
That's a fact. I mean, and that speaks to, you know, just like the like we talk about classics, like just like the stuff you've put out like in like 03, 04 has lived a life of its own that has become classics in so many people's like, you know, Serratos that I know, right? Like even like, you know, Crown Road mixtape, like man, Jesus Christ, like Shoebox Money with Damon, like oh my god, like oh my god, like you know what I'm saying? The joint with Greenspan, like man, I gotta get Span on the show. First of all, I gotta. Our degrees of separations are like, I love that, you know,
he accepted me when a lot of niggas didn't, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people speak highly of him too.
And yo, I love you, Green. The niggas diss talk. He's a fucking hip hop giant. And I always tell him that, like, yo, bro, I don't give a fuck, yo. The love and what he's done, and it's just like, yo, that from Baltimore with love. That's him. That's him. You know what I'm saying? He found his niche.
Yeah,
and he ran. You know what I'm saying? And it's like don't ever mistake his quietness.
He's working.
Anything. He's working.
He's
bro.
working.
He's
for
working
show,
on a lot of
for
different
show.
dope shit.
Yeah.
Very organic guy, bro, and I love him to death.
Big shout out to Greenspan.
Al Great. I saw Al Great in the motherfucking gym the other day.
Oh, word?
I've been trying to get back in the gym, get it together, you know what I'm saying? I see my nigga Al Great. I say, yo, I'm where I need to be.
Yeah, for sure. Right, exactly. That's confirmation now.
Superheroes of mine, bro.
Yeah, big shout out to Greenspan, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up soon. Don't worry about it. Oh, shout out to Mr. Pay Attention too. From Harlem, by the way. Harlem pops up in your story a lot. I just want to say,
it does.
But definitely shout out Mr. Pay Attention.
My bro was living in Harlem. And 120th from Freddie Doug, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I did. Okay, so my brother came out of the house. I was staying with my brother, and he's up there, you know, for Benny the Butcher and shit. So Benny pulls up. You know what I'm saying? My brother like, alright, yo, look, I'm going to the store. I had no whole bunch of niggas in front of my house. Nigga, Griselda Records pull up in front of my brother's house. We shot a video. This nigga like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? Yo, that's my, it's crazy.
Yo, it's Griselda.
I love you, Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we shot a whole fucking video. Benny the Butcher. He didn't know then.
Right.
But then when he saw it unfold, he's like, I get it now.
I understand.
Part himself.
My bad.
Like, whatever, fuck you, nigga. He gave me the blues about that shit.
No,
but
for sure.
Bro, Harlem.
For sure.
Harlem.
Big
Harlem
shout out to
world,
Harlem,
bro.
man.
Harlem
Big shout out to Harlem.
Man.
I mean, we kind of keep continuing the story. Like, even, like, I want to mention around that era. I mentioned, like, 2003, 2004-ish.
Yeah.
Like, around that era, I think you even got, like, locked up for a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's when they left me for dead.
It was a label situation on cue, right?
Yeah.
But I have to. I cannot say the story without talking about Ogun.
Yeah.
Because he was there for you, right? Like, I think he actually paid, like, half your bail.
He definitely
You know what I'm saying? And, like, he was, I even think, and correct me if I'm wrong, and Ogun, you can correct me if I'm wrong as well. I think he said, like, the half you was going to pay me back, just put that into the studio.
Yeah.
Like,
so, the situation at that time was, you know, we both, he got, you know, he helped me with the bell, he co-signed the bell, but then me being a knucklehead, I ran on that shit. He's like, nah, nigga.
We
you ain't running from nothing. So he's like, bro, anything that you would pay for studio time, I'll let you record for free, and that's
your half. Yeah.
Bro, he called me, man. We both bust out into tears when we paid that money off. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
that's fine.
And from that, it killed 3 birds, 1 stone. Cause not only did we pay the bell money off, but you know, like the Crown Royale came out of it. I created my formula on how I would be that workaholic when it came to music. Because he's like, nigga, I don't even give a fuck. Because, you know, then it was, you know, you come in that bitch and just want to drop a whole song and have it. He said, nigga, I don't care if you come in here with a verse.
Right.
You bring your ass in here.
Yeah.
You give me what you was gonna give me, and we gonna pay this shit off. And that's how my life in the studio, the Route Transvan shit.
Mm-hmm.
Be in the studio from sun up and be the last one leaving, just working on the next idea. I would go in that bitch and I would pen the first verse, and I never wanted to pen a verse right behind another verse for one song because I ain't wanted to sound.
Yeah.
So it's just like I would pen the first part of it, then I'd leave, and like Rakim say, I would let the world talk to me and just be influenced, and then I would come back and just connect everything, and dope music was coming out of it, and I realized how dope it was when it was just like the streets was complementing the sound.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like it was underground shit way earlier than the wave that came.
Right.
And everybody was just like, nah, that underground shit played out, and lo and behold, came back with a vengeance.
Crazy.
Not only did the underground wave come back, but the way to move your physicals and all that. And it's like, I worked at the post office. So it's just like, everything was making sense. And it's just like, nah, nigga, we can do this shit. And then, I linked up with like my man Sos. And, it's just like, I graduated from the gritty gang thing. And it was just like, bro, I love you niggas to death, but I gotta grow up. I gotta get out here and I gotta kill. I gotta even be killed, bro.
It's crazy because I think at that same time, Ray Sosa had hit you up when you were working on The Decline, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Shout out to The fucking Decline. Bro, to this day, shit goes stupid. Like, crazy. Like,
yo,
you probably didn't know how crazy it was going to go in like years later, but like, it matters of the energy you put into that project at that time. And it's like, bro, like,
pure lyricism, bro. The joint hashtag bars, and it was like, yo, we was really cooking.
I can spend 30 minutes on Decline.
Son, we was really cooking in that studio, and the thing about the Decline was, this before me and Ogun was privy to mixing and mastering music, so it sounded good.
Underground.
It was one track would sound, plush, and the next you just heard shit.
Bathroom studio sounding.
And that's when I learned. The growing pains came. No, we gotta mix and master out shit. Then the cuts, and then you know what I'm saying. The additives started coming on to polish it.
Yeah.
But like you say, the timeline is right there from where it's like it went from 50-50 put out to structured playing round ball. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like you saw the kid come from and the pen was always sharp.
Yeah.
So it's like, nah, yo, you got it, but you have to polish it, pause, and then really put it together and then really get it there.
Yeah.
And these was the trials that I tribulated because it was like, these are the trials I had to tribulate because it was like I took it.
That's
home.
a bar too.
I
had to use that at 16.
Yeah.
Trials I had to tribulate.
I want to talk like I got some good motherfucking sense. You know what I'm saying? But I took all of my mistakes home and I learned from myself. And I started getting inboxes from the higher ups, the guys I looked up to. And nigga, you ain't that nice, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I started to get the love and the hate at the same time. Right. So it was just like, all right, I really want to, perfect my shit the ways though I need that type of attention.
Yeah.
Good attention, bad attention. Yeah. Any barbershop talk, I need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then with the Decline, I was running around the city, just running into niggas, taking pictures for whoever was known in the city. Bro, take it. Take it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, how the fuck did you bump into all these niggas? It was just like, yo, I was just moving around, bro. I kept my CDs with me. Oh man, it was time to be alive, bro.
I want to talk about that too, cause like just moving around, just meeting up with people and like connecting with other artists around the city. Like for those who know and for those who don't, you should know, you was like really working really close to the Dirt Platoon for a while.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And by the way, shout out to Ill Conscious. Like y'all were going around destroying stages, but I have to mention the fact that it was your boot camp. Like it was effectively like a rap, like lyrical fucking boot camp for you. And even shout out to Ill Conscious again, because I think the first vinyl you was ever on was The Narrative. On the prerequisite joint, right?
Yeah,
like,
I wrote that.
Yeah.
I wrote that joint.
With
You know what I'm saying? And I gave him the title of the prerequisite.
Yeah.
We formed a little group called, you know what I'm saying? We was gonna be called the Tutelage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yo, first and foremost, alright, so the Dirt Platoon, they definitely hold it their place.
Big shout out to Dirt Platoon.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like Raph, I still work with Raph, my big brother, you know what I'm saying? So 88.9, Raph Almighty L.
Big shout out.
Yeah, the voice is just amazing.
It is.
Incredible.
Yeah, unmatched, bro.
Champagne Dinner's out right now.
Champagne Dinner's is out. Go stream it.
25, all that shit. Yo, so these niggas is legendary, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was the first to really kind of like take their mic and, you know, like get stamps on a passport with them. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I had the Ebonic shit bubbling. So they had, like I say, 88.9 Morgan State was a big thing. You know, so, yo, I got a call.
Shout out to Op.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Scott.
Yeah, the Drop a Jewel. You know what I mean? Florida. All of them. Hatman Hank. You know what I'm saying? Because that was humble beginnings, bro. So I got a phone call. It's like, nigga, wake the fuck up. 12 to 5. I'm asleep, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fucking asleep, bro.
Right,
Come on.
yeah.
You know, sue me. So they got like, yo, the Dirt Platoon just said your name over the radio, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, at this point in time, I'm like, niggas saying my name over the radio. And not only niggas, them niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then, Raph became my drinking partner. And, you know, he was just like, Royale, we gonna get a fifth, da-da-da-da-da, we get pints, bullshit, you know what I mean? And we would sit on his porch and listen to beats.
Yeah.
But I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's God's timing, because it was like, I wasn't ready. And then, you know, like, Ill Conscious at the time was kind of like opening for them. You know what I mean? He had his own entity, and, you know, he was opening up for them, for joints. So, you know, I was just like, you know, Ogun took me to this rap competition, and he was like, bro, before we walk in here, I need you to know something. The niggas just performing tonight is your competition. He's like, you know what I mean? Yo, go in that bitch and you network.
Smoke them.
He said, you fucking, I didn't rap.
Oh, you didn't rap?
Not at all. Ill Conscious won it.
Oh,
but this was the pep talk. Like,
right.
Put this in perspective.
Yeah.
These are the niggas that, you know, you're on the level of. This is your competition.
Yeah.
If you really are going to take this rap shit serious.
You're going to rap against these niggas.
Now, go in there and you shake hands. You know what I'm saying? So I went in there and I made it my business every room. That I would walk in, I would shake hands and kiss the babies. And, yo, who are you? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? And kind of like, you know, exchange IGs.
Right.
Me and Ill Conscious exchange, you know, information. And, you know, he was in his own thing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he was making his rounds. And then, you know, push fast forward, because I don't want to get too deep into that.
Sure.
We linked up. And we did a few joints. And they started sounding more and more good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like, I had my style, he had his style, but together it sounded crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, niggas started their comparisons. Ray and Ghost.
They always
you know
do.
What I'm saying? Yeah,
always
crazy
do.
Ray and Ghost. You know, he had the big L. He was doing the slang shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, the Dirt Platoon was already their entity. You know what I mean? Like you say, the boot camp of that shit.
Right.
So with me and Ill already had a thing going, opening up for them niggas. So it's just like when I came into the fold and then we had a joint, you know, and he's like, yeah, yo, you know, I'm gonna put this on the album. And, you know, Boz being the Tutelage, you know, that was the name of our, you know, would-be group. I mean, I started naming names, like, everything that had to do with school, and shit like that, the prerequisite, the narrative, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he used that for his joint. And it's like, damn, yo, I'm on a vinyl. It just made me more hungry to get my own vinyl done.
Hell yeah.
And at the moment, it was just like, you know, yo, Chase, what you working on? Yo, what you got coming? All right, Dad. You like, yo, you in there now? Like, what the fuck you next? What you want to do? Right. And that's when I was working on the Ivy Stoop. You know what I'm saying? And me and bro vow, we made a vow to each other. We was like, yo, no matter what. If I'm dropping an album, I want you on there, and vice versa.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just our perspectives on how to move. We grew up. You know what I'm saying? And he went on to be successful in his own right.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I just was like, all right, well, boom. If I gotta do it without bro, I'm gonna do it like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, yo, salute to all of that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It happened how it was supposed to happen because it was already written.
Yeah.
We just was, we was just
God's
living out
timing,
the words. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's predestined. I mean, and I definitely have to talk about the Ivory Suit, but before I do that, I got to talk about the Collaborate EP.
Working on Collaborate 2 is coming.
That Bar Mitzvah record,
insane.
I still be bumping that shit. Like, it's still in, like, I be making my playlist of, like, joints that always hit.
Yeah.
Like, Bar Mitzvah is still in that playlist, by the way.
My God,
it's on, big shout out to Scott Akbar again.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got 8 bars. Shout out, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out, nigga. You got 8 fucking bars, yo. Show me what you got. And talking all that shit. That's how it starts.
Right. That's not a bad impression.
Yeah. Alright, nigga. What the fuck you gonna do, yo? Us rapping you been doing, yo. Give me 8 bars, yo. You better be nice, nigga. It's going to my house.
Hey, yo, shout out to Sky,
bro. Like,
shout out to Sky,
bro. The tough love that guy gave me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, he just Scar Akbar being, he did so much for that I didn't know that I needed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just he was the boot camp on. He was my boot camp, literal boot camp on how to humble yourself as an artist and how to deal with everything that comes with, the hip hop adversaries from your city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, you good, but bro, you're not nicer than me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to give you the easy way out.
Right, real shit.
I'm not. You have to earn your keep. You have to eat what you kill.
Yeah.
In this rap shit.
Facts.
And I like, I don't know if he ever heard it because we don't talk a lot as much, but you know what I'm saying? I owe him a lot to what he did for me and my perspective of how to humbly treat competition. You know what I'm saying? You gotta earn it. And if I had to earn it, nigga, so the fuck do you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, as we talk about Ivory Stoop, man, Ivory Stoop, what a fucking project.
That's cool.
What a fucking project,
man.
Like,
that was my coming out, bro.
God, man, Walk with a Gun, like,
cool.
Oh my God! Like, shout out to Conway, shout out to Benny. We talked about the Benny story. I don't even think Benny was even signed at that time.
Nope,
like,
he wasn't, bro.
I
was talking to Benny how we talking right now.
Literally, yeah.
Nah, niggas got it twisted. Yo, they my cousins, nigga. I just showed up. Niggas put me in it, and bro, I looked up.
Yeah.
Standing next to Jay-Z.
Literally, next to Jay.
So I gotta get there.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's on the way.
No,
for sure. I'm just glad I was able to talk to you before the phone stopped working.
First time. Because in my heart of all hearts, bro, and it's like I don't say this much, I've been there and done that. Like I've every rap dream that I've ever had, I've done it twice. You know what I'm saying? And
that's
it's
a fact,
just like I really have to, like pep talk myself, like keep going, like you're supposed to be it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we speak and say the word successful, I've been successful that many times, and that's why it's like I want friends of mine and the people that I see something in to know that your success is within yourself. It has nothing to do with social media.
Right.
Your accolades, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can put them on. They're magnets on your refrigerator.
Facts.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's what you do with it. And I think a lot of artists and a lot of people are chasing something that's not there.
Yeah.
It's ultimately not there. They need that extra 1,000. They need 10K followers or 20K followers.
Whatever the thing is,
bro, tomorrow, if you're listening, by the time this airs, you go to your favorite artist with 20K and 50K followers, and then you go to their Spotify streams. you do that math, it's a sad reality. You know what I'm saying? Of this clout and that following.
Yeah.
It's night and day, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't ever be discouraged of, you know, what you deem as success opposed to actually like, damn, yo, I got a show next week.
Right.
I got an interview this week. We made $100,000 since we started selling our own physical. We press up our
Congrats,
own.
by the way.
I had a mirror in Germany.
That's
You
no
know what I'm
small
saying?
feet.
Man,
Yeah.
bro.
That's no small feat.
Yeah, I started a LLC with my son's nickname.
Yeah.
I've been successful with my artistry, and it's just like, you know, now that I'm there with it, and you know, I've embraced what it is I'm here to do. It's just like, you know, I want other people to, and you know, to witness the power of the pen, and grinding and hunger, and you know what I'm saying. Really knowing how to. I teach you how to move in a room full of vultures.
Vultures, yeah, for sure.
Know what I mean? 'Cause they're
100%.
vultures.
Yeah.
Vultures, bro. So
Facts.
yeah, man.
No, 100%. I mean, I talked about Walk with a Gun. I mean, I got to talk about the fact that you had even ran into Conway at the Lox tour.
Yes.
You know, chopped it up about hip hop,
Yep,
you know, and everything else.
That's how I got
everything,
that
and
feature.
it's so funny too, because
Something
like
rich.
the transaction record was actually a mistake that happened. Because Sosa sent the beat pack to Conway, but you already had the verse for yourself on the transaction record,
Bro,
like.
let's okay. Another fun fucking fact, bro. The Ivory Stew
Yeah.
is the only hip hop album that we brought the remixes back into the motherfucking fold, bro. Because of that mistake.
Because of that mistake.
Because of that mistake, bro. No
Yo.
albums, and I, you know what I'm saying, like
That's.
I'm saying that just to poke fun and challenge motherfuckers to really look at the footnotes, but
Right.
it's like, bro, yo, when that mistake happened, I was devastated.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, Jay, I got the verse. I'm writing another verse right the fuck now. We are gonna, we gonna re-rock that one, and we're gonna make it a hidden track. You know what I mean? So we bought the remix, and we had hidden tracks on my first album.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best fucking mistakes ever made. I love Souls for humbly making
You
that.
fell
fucking
upwards.
mistake.
Was that, that's what they say?
Fell up,
You
we
fell
fell up
upwards.
steps. You feel what I'm saying? And like, bro, it started to become like a thing, because then, you know, it was like on the next album we did it again, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be that, since the people loved it so much, we gonna re-rock the work. And if it's not broke, why fix it? You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it again. And that's when the Baltimore Housing Project came, and so on, and so Criminal Discourse, and so on and so forth.
For sure.
So yeah, man, it was like, yo, I didn't, bro, the Irish Stew, man, it was just so much for me, bro.
What a project.
It really opened doors for me, man. Like Havoc, All Deep, you know, Queensbridge. It just opened so many doors, bro. And it was just like I working on it. I knew that I was satisfied with it, because it's like with the rap, I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nothing was good enough. Now we gotta do this verse again. We gotta do that. So it's like, bro, he's like, nah, bro, this is it, yo. This is a classic. And we dropped it. And what I did was, when we dropped it on the internet, I cut my phone off. I didn't want to see the result. I mean, I did not want to know. I didn't want to know what the feedback would be.
It'll probably have died anyway.
Bro,
just
I cut my phone back on, bro. It was like 1,000, just everything. It was on gold, bro.
Yeah.
And Sos called me. It's just like, yo, you remember in Goodfellas with Jimmy? They hit the guitar. He like, Jimmy, you did it. I'm like, yo, the fuck, you did it.
Yeah, real shit.
And that got us money to we got a vinyl deal. We got 2 vinyl deals, and then we pressed the repress. It just did so much, man. And bro, it was like, yo, that. And I was with a chick at the time. It was me, her, and my son, and it was like all of the grief that I caught for the rhyming and the, yo, rapping,
Yeah.
When she
You in the studio all night.
I love you, babe. I love you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. I told you, bitch. But in a good way, in a most respectful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Real shit.
Bitch. Come here and hug on me.
I told you 6 months ago.
I told you, Anna, babe. You feel me? I told you I'd get you out the hood.
Nah, real shit.
But yeah, man, it was a highlight. It was a real highlight of my life, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's something to celebrate. I never forget that.
Yeah,
you know
I mean,
so.
and as you can probably tell up to now, like I'm really a hip hop nerd. Like
Yeah,
I really
this,
get
bro.
into the individual
This
moments that are attached to the project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I even got to mention the fact that like the stoop is like a metaphor. Like it's synonymous with hip hop's like early, message, right?
Yeah.
Like you know, and clean with substance, and like it was packaged correctly, and it looked great, and it was marketed beautifully.
Yeah.
And then you fast forward to today, it's like dilapidated, similar to how we see our ivory stoops in the city. It's that transition from seeing it from being like at the pedestal, the pinnacle of what we understand is we revere it very high, and then we see that beauty sort of tarnish over the years, and it's like, what happened? How do we understand that transition? How do we correct it?
You put into that project, bro.
Crazy.
And just
even the album artwork,
it was
like
it was
front and back cover.
It was just so dope, and you know what I'm saying. It was just like the stoop made it, like our marble stoops made Baltimore. It made us look good, and still to this day, we're still and it's like how many years from the stoop is it? It's been almost 10. I don't know, but to still be in the nigga news. With Trump talking about his bad, and just the way that they view our city, and the way that people are looking at hip hop, it's like still to this day, it's a conversation to be had. You know what I mean? And it's just like I looked at it like, this is the look of Baltimore. Like this represents Baltimore, and like you say on the back, it's like. At that point in time, you heard like Jeezy and rappers saying, I'm not a rap, I'm a hustler, and things of that nature. So, when rap had a message, it was the clean stoop. And then when everybody was just like, oh, now I'm not a rap, I'm a hustler, it's like we turned hip hop into the trap. Everybody was selling big weight. Everybody was the plug talk and all that shit. Yeah. It was just like, I was trying to rhyme out of a Baltimore perspective because the hustlers I knew wasn't doing weight. They was nickel and diamond ass niggas. Real shit. You know what I mean? Just regular ass, just trying to get their shit off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. And, it's like a realistic, perspective on hustling from a kid that was just in school and looking for a way out and how to get his money up. And the stoop was just a story, and it's like a never-ending story.
You want to know, I have that exact same thing you were just saying, but I have it sort of how I perceived it when I listened to the project. I would just say it this way. It was the story of a young witty kid that loved hip-hop and turned to the streets, went to school, fuck school. How can I be like the hustlers who have all the girls? Like a story of a kid who's in the drug game, who don't know who to trust, and he feels his own people want to kill him.
It's Justin Montre Johnson, That's my story right there, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That
shit like,
perfectly articulated to me.
Like, bro, I wanted to be outside with who I deemed as my superhero. Yeah. You know what I mean? Tennis shoes, like we just talked about, the fashion. You know what I mean? Cars. You know what I'm saying? The old. You know what I mean? With Boss Man. It's just like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, like the fuck that keep the change line just put chills on niggas, you know what I mean? Like that was the greatest day of my life. Oh, keep the change, you did that. You got everything right. What we asked you to get, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, they respect a nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I did right by them. I could go, it's like sea and sunny, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, they respect me down there. I know you think it's dangerous down there, Mom. But they're like, these are my thing, and the young thing, these are my friends. Right. You can't be friends with that type of guy, but at the time it's just like, damn, bro, I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? Yo, little Justin, you want something? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like shit like that, it felt good.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Thanks.
you know my peers looking at me like, yo, you know them niggas like that. Like your business, you know, like your business, nigga.
Right, real shit.
And man, I'm bigger than y'all niggas.
Right,
you know
right.
Whole time we still blowing cartridges,
Right,
playing, you know, Coach K and NBA Jazz and shit.
Right,
you know what I mean?
real
So it's
shit.
like, it was like my life was different. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like at that moment, it was like, see, Gutter and them niggas, yo, Lil Justin, come on, yo.
Yeah.
We know Eve Shine, yo, come on.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, bro. It's my life.
And that's so incredibly well put because you know, as like you mentioned, like we get talked about crazy in the media, right?
Yeah.
And it's seen as just like the streets is whatever, Baltimore is dilapidated, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like it's in a context of like this is the life of the kid, right?
Yeah.
Like even though you see it as this just the violence, like I mean, of course you can say there's so many great lessons you learn from being around the violence, but also like it's the things that made us who we are. Like if we didn't have like I'm from Zone 18, like if I didn't grow up in Zone 18 seeing the things that I saw, you know, I wouldn't be the nigga I am right now. Like I wouldn't have the street smarts. Like I wouldn't even have the common sense I have. You know, because of those things that made me who I am. And that goes to y'all.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
Like,
yeah.
I just want to piggyback off that because it's like I was on the internet and I heard a guy speak on, you know, like millennials, you could tell who was raised in an era the way though, like us as kids, 80s babies, we would have to approach women. To get that phone number. We got curved in real time.
In real time.
We couldn't send an emoji into somebody's inbox and see that they seen it. And not get a response, just block the bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now we that built character.
Yeah.
All right. Next time when I approach a female, because I ain't say the right shit. Next time,
you gotta come with that shit now.
Excuse me, why you tie your shoes? Can I talk to you?
Right.
Oh shit, I ain't even know my shoe was untied.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're learning that Riz in real life.
Yeah, real life. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
You couldn't repost the chick and slander her for not giving you the response you wanted.
Exactly.
You learned koof. You know what I'm saying? You learned to read the room and how to conduct yourself around cutthroat niggas to the basketball niggas to the academic niggas to the girl getting niggas. It's like, oh yo, I had this many circle of friends.
Exactly.
And I know how I conduct myself around all these dudes.
Exactly.
Because I picked up a piece of yo swag. I like how he did that. I like how he got shorty. I like how he did that. I like how he get money. I like how he put his ones over top of his joints. His big bill so nobody know. Like, you know what I mean?
Real shit.
Learn this shit in real time to, you know, these are the facts of life. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you could rob me right now. You don't know where my money at, nigga.
Right.
This the dice game money I just won is $5. $1,000 sitting somewhere.
Right, exactly. Real
so
shit.
it's just like, you know,
learning
what I mean?
lessons,
Like, bro, like, you know, the kids now, you know, they beef over the internet. They tell themselves, and it's just like the way that they conduct themselves. It's like you can really tell in real life that they not
chaos.
Babies.
It's chaos.
Yeah, they just didn't learn.
They didn't. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't learn.
It's like look at Fresh, the movie Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Chuck E, loudmouth.
So many lessons.
Right, and you can tell Fresh. He dealt with money. He dealt with businessmen. He dealt with crazy females. He dealt with a broken home. You know what I'm saying? But his street smarts was so ahead of his time. Yo, Chucky, shut the fuck up with that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
That's a stupid dope, man.
Right. They say he what? He does what? Yeah, go wait for Fresh outside. You know, and it's like, yo, learning that in real time. Yeah. Can't be taught. It can't be taught. And it's like you can tell just by surfing the net who fathers was in their life. Who fathers wasn't in their life. Mental health problems that the cry for help that these niggas, you know, and it's just like, you know what I mean, you're conducting yourself as this tough rapper, but then what, bro? What's behind that, man? You know what I'm saying? What's behind that, bro? You know what I mean? You know, I've been doing a lot of cooking. I do a lot of, you know, R&B music. Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm single.
Right.
I'm fishing, like, sure, I cook it. It's, you know what I mean? I'm Marcus Graham in the kitchen. You feel me? So you see the temperature Come get you a plate and
Right,
get
right,
some
right,
wine.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Deep
yeah.
rubbing is going on. You know
Right,
what I'm
real
saying?
shit, real
it's like,
shit.
yo, I'm not always that tough rap nigga.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I know I'm so, you know, I'm so comfortable in my skin. Yo, later for all that, bro. You see what's going on, man? We got some females over.
Right,
We chilling right now. Yo, don't kill that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We relax, bro.
Right.
Wait till tomorrow, yo. You know what I'm saying? Teach you character, bro. I learned that firsthand by dealing with older guys,
Yeah.
bro. And some niggas, they can have that OG to G check them and say, not right now for that dumbass shit.
Yeah.
And if you gonna say that shit, shut the fuck up. Learn
Real
to shut
shit.
up, bro.
Real shit.
Read the room, bro.
Read the fucking
Yeah,
room.
man. You ain't even know Shorty liked you when you talking all this dumb
Now
shit.
you done fucked it up.
Now you done fucked it up. You phoned it back, bro.
Literally.
So, yeah, man.
But yeah, no, I mean,
proud of that.
that speaks such volumes of
Yeah.
like, you know, just both of y'all, you know,
Yeah,
just the
man.
fact that you are
Yeah.
so conscious of the lessons that need to be learned and to execute them for yourself. I think that's real manhood, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think
Yeah.
that's the definition of, you know, correcting my issues,
Yeah.
knowing where I fault,
Accountability.
polishing it, getting it better, and working on myself,
Yeah.
and making sure I'm the most polished, most best version of me, no matter what arena I step into. That's real, man.
They not gonna respect you until they see you
Yeah,
respect
yeah, we did.
yourself,
Yeah,
man.
we had those conversations.
Yeah. My nigga know me, bro. You know what
We
I'm
had,
saying? He know.
we had those
He know,
conversations.
bro. He know. We uncomfortable conversation.
Facts.
Because I
what's
think
gonna
I think with any brotherhood, you're supposed to be able to. Nah, bro. Nah, I get what you saying.
Yeah.
Like, yo, nah, Jay, I think you handled that a little too.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Right,
yo, he's
exactly.
loud, bro. Like, you bring it back home type shit.
Right.
And I'm alright, nah, yo, yeah, because I wasn't even thinking about who was watching or, you know,
Exactly.
little shit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, bro. Yeah, man, we've been there and I love the path that we on because it's like now it's work. You know what I'm saying? It's like colleagues.
Yeah,
Real niggas, we done, you know what I'm saying? We done,
Yeah.
bro. We done punched the clock together, you know what I'm saying? In weird ways.
Yeah, real
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. Yeah.
Man, I feel like low key, cause I'm such a rap head. Like I feel like I could sit here for like 3 more hours.
I beat
Oh,
you,
It's
bro.
gonna be able.
Yeah, beat you, bro.
It's gonna be
The
able.
dodge and the
You know what I'm saying?
dialogue.
We just rap it, you know what I mean?
Bro put the work in. Bro put the work in. You know what I'm saying? And you know you gotta. The thing about it is, like I tell him all the time, but he's so humble about it. You gotta give him his flowers.
Absolutely.
Because he put the work in.
Facts.
And that's why this dynamic right here is it's never gonna be seen again. Bro.
Ever. Ever.
I'm telling you.
Ever. I was
Right,
talking to Social
right,
about
yeah,
that. This
yeah.
run,
It's
never gonna be out of Baltimore.
It's not gonna be.
Not out of
It's not
Baltimore.
gonna be repeated. And then,
Yeah.
like far as the next steps, as far as what we doing,
Right.
and then the products of what Jay has done, and then you know what we doing or how we pushing, and then like I told him, far as like repping the brand, and being under him and Sos, and making that far as that connection.
Yeah.
Far as from what I'm doing and stuff, like, bro, you're not gonna see this again. Like, far as like, the different sides of the spectrums. You know what I'm saying? For like, falls on the track, like, we making beautiful melodies.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah.
Jay falls with the lyrics, and then me, coming in and projecting falls like my views on life and things. You're not gonna get that, bro.
That's your organics, huh?
You're not. I'm telling you. Listen. What I'm like. You're not going, bro. You're not going to get that, man. You know what I'm saying? That beautiful madness.
Yeah. It's the perfect recipe. Like, and it had to happen the way that it happened. Like, y'all had to link up how y'all had to. Y'all had to have the conversations y'all had. Y'all had to have the life lessons y'all learned before y'all even met each other. I think, one of the biggest parts that I always look at is like, we never think about the moment after it happened, like the real big pivotal moment that like kind of, if this one thing didn't happen, none of this would have sort of materialized. Like that one moment that y'all like ended up linking because of the food that you had prepared. Like, y'all had to be the right men before y'all even met each other.
Facts. Yeah.
To like make this happen.
To share those characteristics.
You know what I'm saying?
And be like-minded.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
It had to be made this way, and that's why it works, because it's organic, and it like you were, or your steps were ordered in order to define each other.
Correct.
Make
It was written.
incredible music.
It was written already. You know what I mean?
And so yeah, I mean, man, I feel like I can talk about everything. I can talk about all the other projects, which I would definitely love to sit down and talk about the projects, because I love going into detail about stuff like that. But
we do part 2.
Yeah, for sure, part 2.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. though. This is the illest shit I ever said, bro. As long as we keep working, and as long as you keep working, you know what I mean? It's gonna circle back around.
Absolutely.
And man, it's our job to create that.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
I need y'all back to tell
Right.
us how that came about. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
If everybody stay on their thing, then you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
We got crazy projects coming up.
Oh my God, you wouldn't even
So we gonna be
understand,
back.
bro.
So Jay got the collab work too. You talk about collab work. Jay got part 2.
Fire. Can't wait for that shit.
The Negro joint, right? We got singles. Lord of the Flies.
Champagne Dennis, Donnie Darko, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Champagne Dennis is crazy. Lord of the Flies is crazy
coming,
too.
The Mo Green, like I said, we working on Mo Green right now.
Flood season, bro. You know what I'm saying? We feeding the algorithm.
I got an album. My album done. I got a new album. We got an album done.
Exclusive.
You heard it first, bro.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna get that shit out there and step on. You know what I mean?
I took.
We working records, bro.
I took with this joint right here. We got 9 tracks. I think he did it. I think it's like 9 tracks. But we might do 10. Bro, this is the longest that I ever took on a project because of my man. Like,
a little bit more meticulous about it.
Like, But I'm telling you, because we getting like, shout out to Twist. We got the joint, we getting it together.
Twist,
VA. We gonna get it mixed and mastered through that.
Professional shit.
Yeah. Lou recorded. Shout out to Big Lou, Bootlegs Lou.
For sure.
Lou recorded some of the tracks. Sos recorded some. And we gonna get Twist, man, to put his magic touch on it. And I'm telling you, far as like, open up your sunroof in the wintertime music.
Ooh.
Like non-stop. Like, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, like, far as like this right here is probably my most comfortable. And I got some surprising features on there as far as like.
Really?
Yeah, I got some surprising features on there.
Okay.
It's gonna be. I'm telling you.
I'm excited, yo.
Yeah,
like, I'm
it's
hyped.
gonna be.
I'm hyped.
Yeah. I heard it from the inside, bro. You know what I'm saying? I be in them huddles, bro. Like, it's definitely like all the way, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it got a splash of the crew in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's him stepping out of his element. You know what I mean? And
right.
you know, he know what we bring to the table. So it's like when he come in the buzz, it's like, nah, bro. I ain't about to let niggas just, you know what I'm saying? This my shit.
I gotta get my shit on now.
It's his shit. So you know what I mean? It's like, niggas need to know that. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, that's
don't do too much.
Right.
You know what I mean? Word up.
That's fire, man.
Nah, bro. Top to bottom, so definitely, you know, he showed his ass on it. You know what I mean? And like he say, the buzz is barring, son. You know what I mean? So we on assignment. That's our thing. We on assignment. You know what I mean?
We working, man.
We on assignment.
While everybody doing what they doing, we just
working.
We just working.
Man, oh my goodness, what a fucking interview, man! You heard it first, man. They fucking working, man. 2 legendary spitters is in the building, man. NITTI and J Royale, man. You heard it first, man. I'm super excited to see these new projects, man. I'm so excited to hear the new music, because I already know, like, y'all don't put out bullshit. Like, y'all don't. I haven't heard, and this is on my soul. Like, and God strike me down. God strike me down if I'm lying. I have not heard a song yet that I don't like. And I'm a lyrical nigga, So I love lyrics. If it got fire bars in it, I'm going to fuck with the record. Yeah. I have not heard a song yet that I do not like from either of you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And I'm super picky about my music, and I'm dead ass. Like, I have not heard a bad song yet. I mean, like,
soulful,
and
bro.
I just can't even imagine the next steps y'all are gonna hit, right? Like, the things that y'all have done in y'all past already, no matter how incredible they are just the foundation of what you're gonna accomplish.
So imagine it together.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
And the stories is already told. The stories is already told in 3D. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The graphic knowledge is out there. So now it's just focusing on the music. You know what I mean? I know this man and his integrity. I know what he's capable of. And it's my job, you know what I'm saying, to get my nigga brand into the streets or whatever I could do to up the end. You know what I mean? Because he got it sold up. It's just, my nigga, let me introduce you to my following. And let's, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Right. As well as, you know what I'm saying, the other niggas that we working with together. So it's like, you know, we trying to create a nice little, you know, 3-man weave of, you know what I'm saying, transitioning those plays and really just, you know, bring home some rings and some championship type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
100%.
We want to be known
in
conversations when they talk about rap crews. You know, what we brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? Dunbar 5 type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fire.
So yeah, bro.
No, for sure.
All right, man. We outside too.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, you heard it first, man. If you didn't know, better know now. Do the knowledge, nigga. Listen, I appreciate y'all for coming out, man. I look forward to all the new music. And I dead ass, like, it's an honor to sit in front of you. I told you that the first time, tell you this the second time, I'm gonna tell you again. Like, it's an honor just to be in the same room as y'all talking about the music, because I think this is what really matters. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to see the business moves, the new performances, the new music, like the singles, the features. Like, I can't wait to see all of that, because I already know it's going to be insane, and we're here for every step of the journey. Vibe Studios is going to be here. Ground 3 Studios is going to be here. We're going to be supporting every step of the way. And before you leave, I got to leave you with a short, sacred Baltimore proverb, and that is, keep doing what you're doing.
There you go, nigga. You're not going to get supporters unless you are a supporter.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact, man.
In that order, son.
That's in that order. You heard Jay, son. You heard Jay, man. Once again, it's your boy Mike on the mic for the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Tap me on my guys at Ground 3 Radio. DJ OK, man, calling at 443-377-1872. Again, that number is 443-377-1872. Leave a message about NITTI. Leave a message about Jay. Leave a message about one of their features. Maybe it's Havoc. Maybe it's Smith & Wesson. Maybe it's, you know, Skyzoo, AZ, etc. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Ray Sosa. Talk about Cloud 9, you know what I mean? Call in, say anything you would like, man.
Just talk about niggas.
Just talk and keep listening to these projects, man. Man, please, look, Baltimore Housing Project. If you haven't listened to it right now, go put this in your Serato. You know what I'm saying? Criminal Discourse, everything. Like, man, my guy NITTI Projects, that Love Jones Project is still incredible. If you haven't heard that yet, you got some time to go back and get.
Yeah,
you know,
it's coming.
Get into that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And every other.
We got Bodie and Bodie coming out on the physical this
That's
year.
Exclusive.
Bodie coming out on physical.
So keep your ears to the streets, man. That's what I'm hearing. Keep your ears to the streets, and maybe you'll get some of this fire that you see that they got. You know what I'm saying? You got keep it locked, pay attention to all this music, man, because it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna flood. He told you it's a flood, so keep tapped in, man. Stay tuned in, man. Your boy Mike on the mic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast, man. Let's keep the vibe alive, man. We gonna be out of here. See you next time, man. Peace. We gone.
Peace. Much love.